What's up, guys? UnknownFX with the House of Financial Markets, back with another Market Mondays Quickie. Hopefully, you all had a productive trading week last week, one of the biggest trading weeks last week. Elections, United States Federal Reserve interest rate decision, Bitcoin, gold, lots of excitements in the markets, including as well the equities with the NASDAQ. So, what are we looking at this week? Gold USD once again. Let it be noted that House of Financial Markets was the first to say that if Trump wins the elections, which was last week, Bitcoin would take precedence and see a big move upwards. And as I speak to you right now, it's sitting at all-time highs in the 80,000s. Bookmark that. We were the first to say it. And as a result of that, gold, as mentioned in the previous Market Mondays update last week, would be lagging behind that because of the Trump win. Bearing in mind, interest rate decision, 25 basis points hike. We also predicted that. We called that last week. And this is what happens when you start to think like an institutional trader. You don't think like a retail trader. You think like an institutional trader. And not just think like an institutional trader, but actually in the way you approach the market, in the way that you take trades, executing like an institutional trader. And that's what we're doing in our community at the House of Financial Markets, which at a later date, there will be an opportunity to add new members. Currently, we've just got too many members. And as a result, we need to now add members on a phase type basis. So look out for communication on that in terms of when you can join the community. And the associated cost in terms of transforming your trading from retail to more institutional through our programs and our research in our community. Last week, we had a wonderful elections trade through Trump winning the elections. The dollar screamed all the way to the top in movement, in price movement, stretching as far as it could, all-time highs at that point in time in the year. Bitcoin as well, all-time highs ever as I speak. At the time of this video, it's about at 81,000. So once again, through institutional market analysis and fundamental integration, you're able to now realize how to execute as per an institutional trader. To some of you that aren't a part of our community, that watched the video last week that was released by us, if you were able to take advantage of some of the opportunities to trade and make yourself a little bit of money, that's great. For those of you who want to continue and learn how to trade, learn how to invest, the opportunity for that is coming. Do leave a comment, a like, and a share. Specifically a comment if you want to know how to get in touch and be a part of the community at large. So into the market quickie analysis, we're still on gold. Gold is the most important thing right now that we're looking at. So as mentioned, last week, gold is still the flavor of the month. Gold is still the long-term flavor in terms of monetary policy, in terms of financial reset. We do anticipate at some point, once again, quoting our video last week just before the elections, we do anticipate rate hikes coming. This is based off fundamental research. Your UnknownFX with the House of Financial Markets, Wallstreet Insider. This is also based on my personal network. We are expecting rate cuts to happen somewhere between the end of the first quarter of January 2025 and the second quarter of 2025 as well. So we are expecting the idea of rate cuts potentially happening. This is, of course, if the US cannot get its 35/36 trillion debt problem under control. Then we're definitely going to see situations where rate cuts begin to stop and rate hikes begin being considered. That being said, to the market, we're looking at gold still. Gold is still the flavor. We had a lovely trade last week that went over and spilled over into this week. Relevant targets achieved. You can see the prices on the right. And so at this point, what we're doing is we're essentially just riding the wave. And so use these black rectangles that you see right here on our chart. Use the prices on the right to find relevant resistance and supports to be able to enter these trades and take advantage of the sell-off that's happening with the gold right now as a result of Trump's win. As we mentioned, should Trump win, then we'll see Bitcoin first be the first to shoot upwards, and then gold will lag slightly behind. Why? Because Trump's win was more positive for economic sentiment around the dollar, and this is why you've seen the dollar going up and the relevant indicators around the dollar going up as well. That being said, we still have another rate cut discussion in December. We still have another rate decision that needs to be made in December with this current Fed, and then should Trump be inaugurated accordingly in Jan, anything can happen. They might try to stop him, but that's not our business. Our business is fundamentals analysis and technical analysis from an institutional strategy perspective in order to be able to take advantage of the market. So use these black rectangles that you see here as support and resistance to be able to continue to take the sell-off of gold all the way to the bottom. Now remember, every time you enter, as soon as you hit your first target, put your stop loss right here at entry. So put it on entry once you've hit that first target so that you have a risk-free trade. Comment, like, share, subscribe. Let me know if there's another pair you want me to look at. USDZAR is another favorable pair in our community that's always giving us good trades, giving us good return. That being said, let me know in the comments if you want me to look at another pair. Let me know in the comments what you think is going to happen between now and the end of January next year. And let's start getting a movement going around how you can capitalize on the incoming financial reset that will come in the next few months, and how you can start preparing yourself and your loved ones for a world where paper money will really cease to exist, and it will be alternative forms of currency that will now be being used. Take care of yourselves.